Hi, I'm Michael Killen. Gershwin, Richard Rodgers, Cole Porter, Irving Berlin, Harold Arlen have all written songs that contribute to the great American songbook, an awesome body of work that you and I have listened to enrich our lives. I've invited a Jersey boy, Vinnie Chaz, a gifted performer, to come on this program and to discuss that great body of work with me. But before Vinnie joins me and we start sharing information, I have asked him to play a song from that great body of work. The song is "These Foolish Things Remind Me of You" by Harold Arlen. Vinnie,
Michael.
that was lovely.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
You play with a lot of feeling.
Thank you.
Please have a seat.
Thanks.
Thank you for performing that lovely
My
Harold
pleasure.
Arlen song.
Thank you.
A Jersey boy. I'm correct, right?
Absolutely.
You come from New Jersey.
I do.
And but now you're living in San Mateo, California.
That's correct.
You heard my introduction, this great, unique body of work that's truly American. Yeah. And how would you define it?
Well, it's an enormous wealth of material that people today are drawing from as a vehicle for personal expression. Singers, instrumentalists like myself, they're just ripe for interpretation. And these are songs and compositions that have forms that are very friendly to improvisers, to singers, and to arrangers. And it's what we're hearing when we turn the radio on and we listen to today's contemporary singers.
All right. There's two parts to the music and the lyrics.
Yeah.
And it has to be a combination that attracts us, the music and the lyrics. Like you just played these, a cigarette that bears lipstick traces. Those words mean something to people. It reminds us all, I think, of something we loved, or something that reminds us of something we've loved, and so that touches at a. But what about the music? You play that music. What is special about the notes, the rhythm, the keys, what you do?
Yeah. Well, the wonderful thing about that music is that it can be modified. And by that I mean that a person like myself or countless other musicians who are typically called jazz musicians because we do this, you can take the tune and you can make it your own through the modification of the harmony mostly. You leave the melody mostly intact so people recognize the song, but it's a tremendous vehicle for your expression. And that's what I do when I approach a tune like that or any of them from the Great American Songbook. I put my influence into it and get out of it what I feel.
So when you say that, I'm thinking about Shakespeare's body of plays. They've endured for hundreds and hundreds of years, and every time somebody puts one of the plays on, they interpret it. They're able to interpret it. And I guess that's, when you can interpret something many, many different ways, that's a sign that the core is really great.
It is.
And when you interpret a song, when you try to do your own thing, what is that thing you try to do?
I can only express it in terms of what it feels like for me. There's an emotional lifting that goes on inside of me when I do a series of chords or play a particular phrase a particular way, and I feel a lifting inside of me, an excitement or lifting. Then I know I'm doing what I want with the song. Or if the song is particularly sad, or if I want to express sadness, then it's got to do that to me. I have to really feel sad when I'm by playing it, my reaction.
So it's just like a singer.
Oh,
Singer has
yeah.
to feel sad and
Yeah.
get it. Or a voiceover actor or actress. You've got to get into the moment.
Yeah.
Of all the songwriters who make up the American Great Songbook, whose music do you like to play the most?
I like George Gershwin's music. I also like Irving Berlin's music, and I like Cole Porter's music. There isn't one composer that I prefer over the other because they all have a lot of great tunes to play.
When you say Gershwin, I immediately hear, I like New York in June.
Oh, I love that tune.
How about you? I think it's June. Yeah.
Wonderful tune.
That's wonderful. So there's not a particular songwriter that's your favorite. And you play at different gigs and different events. And what songs are being requested of you most these days?
We're getting a lot of requests for the Frank Sinatra sound, the thing that people relate to as the Frank Sinatra sound. That's the Come Fly With Me and Fly Me to the Moon, Summer Wind. And these are songs that people can relate to because of the lyrics, like you mentioned, and the very melodious, something like that, full of a lot of good melody.
Now, the Great American Songbook, I can see it to an extent, but if I was to look to Europe right now, I can't see the Great European Songbook, maybe because it's fractured. I don't know. Can you make any comment on that?
The Great American Songbook as it relates to European?
Yeah, is there such a thing?
Yeah, that's a good point. There might not be. I mean, the Great American Songbook is a collection of songs that were written by American composers like Irving Berlin and George Gershwin, Cole Porter. Yes. So, and then it ties in with this idea too that people like to think of jazz as being an American art form, and that this type of song, popular song, developed here.
Well, maybe we can pick up on that point in the next segment, but I'd like to take